Recently, Jamahal Hill announced that he's moving up to the heavyweight division. In an interview with Home of Fight, Hill said that if he can't get a fight with Josh Hokit, he'd like to face Sergey Pavlovich instead. Jamahal also revealed that his altercation with Alex Pereira at the UFC PI back in 2024 was scripted.
You mentioned Josh Hokit as an opponent. If that fight doesn't happen, is there anyone else at heavyweight that interests you?
Sergey Pavlovich.
Okay. Gotcha, because I was going to say, there's two Sergeys, but yes, the Pavlovich one.
Yeah, no, Spivak, bro, Spivak is my guy. I would not want to fight Spivak.
Okay.
Like, I love Sergey Spivak, bro. I got the video, you see me at his fight, bro, I'm screaming my head off for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love Sergey. I love Curtis. Curtis is like a brother to me, bro.
Do you think you guys will be cool eventually? Like, I know not like it seems.
Bro, we're cool.
Oh, you
bro.
are cool.
That's
okay.
Another thing.
Okay, I just want to make sure because
about this whole narrative. And like, dude, me and him are cool, bro.
Yeah.
We don't have like there's never been any beef. There's never been like any animosity. We've never had to be separated or any of those things. There was the video.
Well, I was gonna say the PI thing, right? Yeah.
That wasn't. But I told you that wasn't. We planned that. That was for us to try to hype up a fight between the two of us.
Okay.
Before for the Magomed, I was trying to jump the line over Magomed because I didn't want Ankalaev to fight him because I knew I called it just like I called it. What happened happened. You know what I mean? It wasn't hating. It was just something that I saw. And I'm like, I'd rather be the one to do that.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, bro, we cool, bro. I talk to his kids every time I see him. I speak to his family anytime I see him. His whole team, everything like that, bro. Me and Glover, I mean, we have our little walks and like that, you know, and everything.
Okay.
Josh Hokit reacted to Jamahal Hill admitting that his altercation with Alex Pereira at the UFC PI was scripted. Hokit said, "But why admit it? Take that to the grave, fam." Hokit also had words for Alex Pereira yesterday. He wrote, "I'm waiting for my happy Father's Day message from Alex Pereira because I am yo daddy." He continued, "Me versus Alex Pereira for the big guy BMF belt at Madison Square Garden in November." He ended it off saying, "Ciryl Gane wears a thong when he mows his lawn. If Aspinall doesn't come back, then let's fight in September in Paris. I'll beat you in a fight and then in a game of one-on-one basketball because I'm the greatest all-around athlete to ever step into the octagon." Alex Pereira says he's afraid to return to fighting because of how referees are handling shots to the back of the head. Alex said, "Honestly, I'm afraid to go back to fighting with all this going on. I think I've already done my part." Alex then reposted this video.
Dean has got to go, or he's got to take a few months off. Last night you had the Andre Fili fight. Really good scrap, and then in the fight, sure, Andre was getting, he's taking some blows, he's shelling up, but what actually drops him are clear shots to the back of the head. Now, the definition of sport is just doing something within the confines of a rule set. That's the game. It's a game that we are playing. And in the confines of this rule set, you are not allowed to hit people in the back of the head. And the back of that is identified, you can imagine if you're wearing headphones, okay? So like right here, those type of headphones, that's the back of the head. You're not allowed to hit people there. So when somebody gets hit there, the fight is supposed to be stopped and a point should be deducted, depending on the severity of the situation, all that. That's what's supposed to happen. And in the Ciryl Gane fight and the fight last night, it just, bro. And, you can see people make these arguments of, oh, well, Pereira was getting pieced up, you know what I mean? Oh, Fili was shelling up in that moment. You're right. They, that's how the fight was going. But again, it's confines of a.
Trevor Wittman claims Hunter Campbell reached out to him a few weeks ago about potentially bringing his glove design to the UFC. For those unaware, Wittman's gloves are designed to keep fighters' hands in a more natural position, which could significantly reduce eye pokes. Dana White, however, has stated that Wittman wants $100 million for the design.
So Hunter reached out to me 4 weeks ago, and said he wanted to ignite the conversation again. So we'll see where that goes. They did the right thing and tried to make what we had spoke about. We had an NDA and we had a 5-year and they moved it to a 2-year. Took a lot of great notes, and I'm very grateful to be a part of those because they did go out there and use a lot of the ideas that I had, but they just couldn't do it to the level that I could do it.
You got gloves? Of course you did. Of course you did. They're my favorite. The difference between Trevor's gloves and everybody else's gloves, one of the big differences, let's see how they're curved, folks? It
looks like a hand.
The regular gloves from the UFC are not. They're straight, just like this. So these gloves promote a natural punching position. Look, and then when you put them on, they're damn near perfect. The padding is amazing. They're fantastic to hit the bag with. They're just awesome. Look what they promote.
Relax.
So my hand is totally dead relaxed, and it promotes a closed fist position. He's doing the internal strapping right now.
This strap is coming
from over here, so that's going to pull this in. As you notice, we got pad on the side, so there's no, like, all the other gloves, the pad.
Right.
So I'm coming down on a single knuckle, but again, this strap is going to really seal you in.
Oh, yeah.
And then this one.
Oh, this is fantastic.
Like I said,
oh my God, you don't even need hand wraps.
That's
This is so superior to the UFC gloves.
They're
I mean,
sweet.
the fact that this isn't being used by the UFC right now is
We're going to get it done.
I hope so.
Hey, and you
I've
know
been
what?
trying so hard.
I stepped away from like the business part. I'm the visionary now, so I got right people that know how to make deals. So it's right, and the UFC is going to be happy.
We weren't ready. We were. That was me versus Khabib.
I take full responsibility.
Oh, I believe it.
That I didn't know that you could do deals all these different ways. You know, when they'd say what they wanted to do, I was like, yeah, that's not how.
Bro, this feels so good.
We've been talking to Trevor for years. Rashad Evans, whom I love and respect, came to me and said, "Hey, listen, I'm invested in this thing. You know, we think that we have a great product here, and I would love to, you know, introduce our glove to that Trevor built. You know, all those guys, like Trevor's a genius. He makes these bags and his gloves." So we looked at it all, and I literally told my finance team, "Get this deal done. Care what it takes. Get the deal done." They wanted like $100 million for the glove. How many gloves you got to sell to make $100 million? It's impossible. So the deal never happened. But I told my team, and Denny, the girl who runs that department, is a brilliant woman. Brilliant. She came back to me like cross-eyed, like, I can't get a deal done with these guys. So I was already, I mean, that deal should have been done a few years ago. I wanted to do that for Rashad. So we'll see.
Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway is set to go down at UFC 329 on July 11th. George St-Pierre believes it could be a problem for McGregor if he doesn't allow his coaches to take control and be the boss during training camp.
Put himself into that position, not be the boss. Let your coach be the boss, because when you fight, it's a very unpleasant environment. Like, you don't control nothing. You know, there's a lot of stuff that happens. You try to control as much as the things that you can control, but there's a lot of stuff that you do not control. So you want to recreate that environment. But if you're trying to always control everything in your training the way you want, and not let your coaches do that for you to put you in hell, that's a problem, because it's not reality. You need to prepare yourself for something that resembles as much as you can what you're gonna be put into.
Arman Tsarukyan has responded to Justin Gaethje, saying he won't be accepting the truck gift.
But I'm not ever gonna, like, I'm not taking this truck from Arman. There's absolutely no way I would take a truck. He never shook my hand.
Oh, so Arman Tsarukyan, he he bet $1 million on Justin,
His friend,
and won. He won like 5-3, I believe.
5-7.
5-7
is what I heard.
yeah. Said he's gonna buy me a truck, but I mean, I would
What
never.
kind of truck?
Wow, now I just saw yours.
Get a Raptor.
Yeah.
You see the rap?
I love
So
the
that's
whole
that.
thing.
You didn't do that rap, dude.
Hennessy
That is
does that
sweet,
rap.
dude.
Hennessy's the
I want that truck.
Oh, you need that truck.
Yeah.
Tell Arman to buy you that truck.
No, I'm not taking the truck from him.
What the if I was Arman, I would force it down your throat. I would deliver it to your house and give you a hug.
No way.
You want him
I didn't have to ride
$5,700,000.
around in a truck that a dude bought for me every day. I don't know.
No,
I just can't go there.
Truck. You won that truck.
We didn't shake on it.
I
He
don't
does
give
not.
I don't give a take that goddamn
I'm right
truck.
there with you, Joe.
Yeah, take the truck,
Yeah.
dude. It's first of all,
Yeah.
it's cool,
Yeah.
and he might also be your next opponent.
Yeah.
I mean that's possible.
Yeah.
That's the guy.
He is,
Yeah.
I mean, he's
he
the
is
guy.
definitely the guy that's up.
That's the
for-
guy. I mean,
Yep.
if there's anybody else in the division, that is the guy.
What's up, guys? As you heard on Joe Rogan podcast, Justin Gaethje said he doesn't want to get the truck that I bought for him. So I decided to give one of my followers. All information is going to be on the caption. Good luck, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. I talked to my friend. I said, it, just we're not going to give it to him. He doesn't want and he doesn't deserve that. I'm just going to give away that car to my followers. Even better, like, and someone maybe needs that car more than him. Like, as I told them too, like, the truck is ready and we are ready to send it. And like, yesterday I watched that video and I was shocked, like, what the or like, and if you don't want to you know, I'm gonna give to my followers and that's it. And I'm gonna him up in the fight. I can't wait.
He and Garry will be challenging Islam Makhachev for the welterweight title at UFC 330 on August 15th. Ian says that he hopes Islam takes him down because he wants to prove that he can beat Islam in his own world.
I mean, you know, dude, I don't think Islam has a lot of weaknesses. He's never fought someone as long and tall as me. He's not fought someone as fast as me. He's not fought someone who has the distance management, the boxing capabilities, the head movement that I did, but also the takedown defense. He might get me down. I hope he does, because I want to prove to the world that he can't submit me. I want to prove to the world that I can get back up. I want to prove to the world that I can beat him in his own world. I don't care how long he's trained in that area. I don't care if he's an internationally recognized master of Sambo or not. I'm going to bounce him on his skull. I'm going to take his title. I'm going to take his throne, and I'm going to finish that consecutive win streak. And I'll always be the guy that stopped history from happening.
On the Deep Waters podcast today, Dean Thomas discussed the narrative that Ilia Topuria doesn't bring in high-level sparring partners to challenge him in the gym, which some believe may have contributed to his loss to Justin Gaethje. Jorge Masvidal, however, revealed that Ilia's coach personally told him that they did bring in high-level sparring partners for the camp.
Now, I heard this about Ilia, like from some people on the inside, that said that he doesn't bring in people that's going to challenge him. And while that works for him in the past, because like it gives you a lot of confidence when you go into fights. Like if you're just beating everybody up, you're going into fights thinking you're just going to beat everybody up, but it backfired in this fight, if that was the case.
What? Go ahead.
I over the week, my strength and conditioning coach for a long time, and Ilia's head coach for strength and conditioning, same guy, Jesus Gallo. So I called him up and I was like, after I think it was like what? This Sunday we started talking, and I was like, dude, you know, what happened, man, this and that, and he started telling me a couple things, and I asked him about the sparring partners, because it's kind of known, like, what level of quality sparring partners that he bring in. He told me he actually brought in, like, real good guys, some real good European kickboxers, a couple good MMA guys, so I was like, I think it was just more, like, Ilia's own strategy, or maybe his camp was actually going so well that he thought he'd just walk right into Gaethje and take his out, like you guys said, without faking, without moving, just put his hands up and walk right towards him. So maybe the camp was going that good, but from what I heard, he brought in some seasoned vets to give him a good push for this fight, you know?
Yeah, I felt like, you know, who knows what could have actually been going on in camp. There have been some rumors about how his camp goes as far as his brother being his main training and sparring partner. But, you know, I think a lot of it had to do with just his mindset going into the fight, you know. And I said it when we were talking on the pre-show for that fight, that he was almost a little too confident. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to, being confident is great, but you have to understand that there's another side to it. And going forward from this point on, he's gonna understand that other side of it. And will it kind of table his confidence as far as like him asserting it and saying it? Maybe, but at the same time, I think it's healthy to have that kind of balance in there, because when you're in there, it doesn't always go your way. And you gotta be able to work yourself through that, because if you don't, you can find yourself having a temper tantrum in the fight and getting down on yourself and having bad self-talk and really defeating yourself.
Alexander Volkanovski says he's open to challenging Justin Gaethje for the lightweight title.
Do I go up? Do I go? I was like, hey, let's do it. Nah, look, man, again, people ask me, you know, would you do it? Of course I'll do it. I'm going to call it when if I feel like I deserve it, you know, and you've seen when I was defending my belt 5 times before I asked for the double champ, you know, and then had the fight with Islam. Like, that's just how it is. Like, I lost the belt, defended against Lopez. Got the belt back, defended against Lopez. Does that put me in a position to go get another chance at the... So I'm not going to call for it. That's the type of champion I am. I think you need to earn it. But if the UFC was to offer it, of course. See 2 38-year-old fellas go at it in the lightweight division. 100%. Of course I would. So that's it, 100%. But again, I don't know. Arman should be next. But when you're not doing what the UFC want and you're not going to be in a company, man, you can be punished for it. And so we'll see what happens.
Dustin Poirier was arrested over the weekend. According to TMZ, Dustin was arrested on Sunday in Atlanta, Georgia. The 37-year-old was booked on a misdemeanor charge of public drunkenness at approximately 6:38 p.m. before being released later that night at around 10:14 p.m. At this time, it's unclear what led to Poirier's arrest. TMZ also reports that public drunkenness can carry a penalty of up to 1 year in jail and/or a fine if convicted. A Deep Waters podcast episode was released today, which Dustin is usually a part of alongside Dean Thomas and Jorge Masvidal. However, Dustin wasn't there, and Rashad Evans took his place. Dustin has yet to comment on this situation. Make sure you're subscribed to Full Mount MMA. We're going to keep you guys updated on this story as more information comes out this week. And that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's in reference to Raul Rosas Jr. being unhappy with the photo of himself on the fight poster with Zabit Magomedsharipov. It says, Raul Rosas acting like we took a picture of his bad side. Bruh, you have no good side. The second one's from Justin Jenkin Assorted Meats. It says, Ian Garry is either the best heel ever, or he's allergic to people liking him. The second he starts gaining some fan favor, he does something to remind us why he's so unlikable. And the final one's from Dana Black. It says, Nina Drama's gotta have broken a record. Most significant strikes from UFC fighters to the backside. If you want to be featured in our next video, all you have to do is drop a comment down below. And as always, thanks for watching.